What up, Dokkanners? We received top grossing on the global side of the game last night. So in this video, we're going to be going over a few things, how many stones we get for the top grossing. We're going to go over the numbers and just see how our projections sort of turned into this. We're also going to get some Kais, some free Kais from various story events, and I'm going to be doing some summoning per tradition when it comes to top grossing videos. So when it comes to the top grossing itself, we are getting 35 Dragon Stones because five regions hit #1 in the Apple App Store worldwide. So if you guys remember in my projections video, when I was going through the numbers, we saw that 3 regions only hit #1 in all categories, but we saw 5 hit #1 in all games. And I pointed out that these 2 categories are typically what they use to determine top grossing, because sometimes they want to fudge with the numbers a little bit. Now, in terms of the details, why they decided to give us 5 regions and therefore 35 Dragon Stones, I couldn't quite tell you. Maybe it's because they are anticipating a little bit less revenue, a little bit less success in part 2. I feel like typically part 2 performs overall less effectively than part 1 because it's still a tradition that a lot of players are not used to, where you kind of go crazy in part 1 and then part 2 is sort of an afterthought. That's no longer the case. They split it up because they wanted to retain the hype across 2 parts, but it might still be inevitable that people are a little bit more inclined to focus on part 1 as opposed to part 2. I'm not so sure about that. I'm just trying to rationalize why they did this. Sometimes they just want to overshoot and give global more stones. It could also be that they're trying to bridge the gap between some of the stone discrepancies that global and JP have had throughout the celebration, because if you guys remember my Dragonstone breakdown video, in the past they have given global more stones than JP. Sometimes JP has gotten more stones than global, so maybe this is their way to sort of, you know, establish the balance again. Sometimes they will give us, like, for example, people were like, I expected 77 stones on my first login, even though we got 20 from the Dokkan Now special video, and then we got 30 from the first login. That gave us 50. So the 77 stone thing that people are looking for, let's just factor that in. That's 27 stones deficit, right? So maybe they are slowly trying to catch global up in terms of that deficit by sprinkling in extra stones wherever they can. Social media campaigns, top grossing payouts. It could be any number of things. Honestly, I wouldn't think too much into it. It's just free stones. I'd take it. Now, I know that some people are probably a little more consumed about the fact that this is not 100 Dragon Stones. I believe the 100 Dragon Stone payout happens when global gets top grossing in both the iOS market and the Google Play market. In fact, let's check Google Play, because when it comes to the Google Play side, it takes a little while for life to kind of breathe into their the charts. We were kind of on the cusp of that because we checked this yesterday, and yeah, we're seeing life. There's a lot of green numbers. Did we ever hit #1? We got 2. Ooh, we got 2. And then the 11th. Oh wow, we hit #1 in games in action in 4 regions. So Luxembourg, Hong Kong, US, and UK, all in games in action though, not overall and not games, but games in action. So this is a little too specific of a category. I don't know if they'll do anything with this, and I wouldn't get your hopes up on this, but I mean, I would say, considering this is 9 year, this is like LeBron on his last legs. Not really. Dokkan, I think, still has a long way to go, but the point is, after 9 years putting up these sorts of numbers, I think is still impressive. So that's good. I don't know if they're going to do anything with that. I wouldn't put too much stock into it, but usually what they would do, I think like year 5, year 6, year 6, I don't remember. Certain times they would give us 100 Dragon Stones because top grossing happened on iOS and it happened on Google, and that's an overall party, but maybe they'll split it up. Who knows? So here are rewards: 35 Dragon Stones, a bunch of AGL orbs for Broly, a bunch of physical orbs for Gogeta, 5 Elder Kais, 9 Diamond Hercule statues, 9th anniversary coins times 90, and 3 special stickers. Pick them up pronto. That is exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. So let me go in here and let me pick them up, and let's get it. Why do I have 3 singles? Oh my god. All right, I'll share that story later on. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm gonna kill him. All right, somebody did singles on my account. All right, so we are now okay, hold on, I need to regroup. I'm mad. I told my friend that he could use, I had these extra tickets. You guys remember? I missed some. He did them. He did my tickets after doing 3. You idiot. I had three tickets on the Broly banner. I had 3 tickets on the Gogeta banner to spare because I missed out on the final set of cooldown tickets So I told him, because he wanted to do some summons, I was like, all right, sure, go ahead. You can use the 3 tickets on either one of the banners. This dummy first does 3 singles on this. Yeah, it's this one. And then he proceeds to do the, he didn't even get it, because he would have said something. I hate you. He wasted all my, I could have done that in my video. Okay. So now, speaking of the summoning tradition, I'm a little stirred up right now. Per tradition, my voice just cracked. I do a poll where I ask you guys, should I or should I not? And most of you guys almost always say, do it. When it comes to do it, it means, do I summon? Here's the thing. I've got Broly and Gogeta rainbowed. So either I do a multi and I start this new sequence, or I do singles. Even though I've already done singles, I will do some more singles now as penance for having them rainbowed. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do singles, because if I were to start a cycle, I will have to finish it, and I don't want to do that because I've rainbowed Gogeta and I've rainbowed Broly. Yes, I would like more Frieza, but that would be psycho to go through and try to get more copies of Frieza, because more often than not, you probably won't. So let's go ahead and waste some stones on these singles like my stupid friend did, and we'll see what we get. I'll do 3. You know what? We'll do 3 singles, just like I want to put them on blast so bad, but I can't. Just like friend did. We'll do 3 quick singles. Now, when it comes to me in singles, I have had some pretty good luck in the past. Not recently. I don't think during 8-year or 7-year did I last single an LR. I think it was 6-year that I singled an anniversary LR. But before that, I singled during 6-year, 5-year, and 4-year. 4-year actually was the very first time I had summoned on an anniversary, and I singled Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta on the last single of the celebration overall. I was done. I could not go back in. That was around simpler times. I think I was under 1,000. Oh wow, we got an SSR. Under 1,000 stones, and I was able to single summon the Super Saiyan 4 LR Vegeta. So there you go. Summons done. Penance served. I bought you guys top grossing. I'm just kidding. I'm sure that I helped a significant amount, but everyone together, we were able to get the top grossing. I did my 3 singles. We're done with that. Now I want to also talk about Kais, because I think there are a couple Kais that are going away, and I was going to make a separate video for this, but I figured I'd just tag it onto this one. You have basically the entirety of the anniversary celebration to farm these out, but there are a couple of Kais that at this point are too late. I don't think you can actually do those events, but they are going away in a day. So actually, this is from the most fearsome Majin. So I'm gonna go look that up in the green key section. And then I think also Goku and his friends are back. Yeah. So these 2 story events, I believe, were available during the Frieza campaign, or perhaps during the countdown celebration. I think it was the Frieza campaign, because they are no longer listed in here. But since the shop is still available, I'm wondering if you can actually access those story events in the keys shop. You can. So Goku and his friends are back. Okay, so you can access this event in the Portal of Memories using your green keys. You can get a ton of green keys by buying them with Baba points in the Baba shop. And then the other story event was the most fearsome Majin, right? So let's see if we can scroll up and find most fearsome. There it is. Most fearsome Majin. For this one, you got to do stage 5 so you can get those Elder Kais by buying it via chocolates. So if you can do those 2, doesn't cost you any stamina, you can still buy those Kais before they go away. But if you can't, you should still at least farm up all of the Kais and the currencies to buy the Kais across everything else. That's what we're going to be doing right now in this video. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23. All right, so I just bought 23 Elder Kais with my currency. On top of that, I can buy some Sleeping Kais from something. So 23 Elder Kais plus, I had something here. 5. 5 sleepy Elder Kais. So 23 Elder Kais, 5 sleepy Kais from the story events that I have been working on so far. I could get more of these sleeping Kais if I really wanted to. I don't particularly care about those, but still, this is something you definitely should be doing throughout the entire anniversary. Farm out those Kais, farm out those currencies so that you can buy those Kais. 23 Kais, that is boosting up the super attack of 1 LR and then some. You can boost up the super attack of at least 2 TURs, or that could be multiple super attack 5 boosts for various EZAs. We've got like a ton of them happening during the celebration, so why would you not want to do that? Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments, with those 35 dragon stones now under your belt, what does your total stone count come to? Are you going to be going back into your summons for Broly or Gogeta, or are you saving for the beast? And have you farmed out all of those Kais? If you have, or if you have not, let me know how many Kais you have. Are you going to be going into it now and doing that now that I told you? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content of the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and Arjmer to Dokkan responsibly.